Hello, welcome to another mindful moment. We're going to get started today with something called tap, squeeze, dust, or just body tapping. It has a lot of different names, but I really like it because it helps wake you up. And I'm a little tired this morning. So you're going to start by tapping, and on your face you're going to use your fingertips. So give yourself a tap tap across your forehead, on your cheeks, your chin, your neck. And then once you get into like the chest, if you want to make gentle fists, give yourself a nice tap over the chest. Choose an arm and tap your way down and around that whole arm. Make sure you get every spot. And then switch to the other arm. Now make sure you're not hitting yourself too hard. It's supposed to be a gentle tap. And then you can take this tapping all the way into your legs. Inside, outside, under. And I like to seal it off with a couple tap taps on the bottoms of my feet. Okay, so now we're gonna squeeze. For your face, we're not gonna squeeze the face, we're gonna squeeze the ears. So squeeze your ears. Maybe even pull on your earlobes a little bit. Okay, now squeeze your arms. Squeeze your arm. Squeeze your legs. And squeeze your feet. It's kind of like you're kneading some dough. Then the finishing touch is just the dust. So very lightly dust. Dust your face. Dust your arms. Dust your legs. Dust your toes. And then take a few deep breaths sitting nice and tall and see if you feel different. Maybe you feel more awake. Usually what happens for me is that I can feel more of my body. And now we're gonna work into stretching the spine. So we're gonna start by inhaling to reach up nice and long. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn and twist. Keep following your breath. The next time you're inhaling, bring it back to center. And let's peel the banana and stretch over to one side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, peel and open to the other side. Keep following your breath. And then as you exhale, float your hands down. We're gonna move into cat and cow, which is that rounding for cat, that arching in the back for cow. So you can do this in a chair. If you're in a chair, just scooch to the edge of the chair. I'm working on the floor today, so I'm gonna come onto hands and knees. Remember, stack your shoulder over your elbow, over your wrist here. Inhaling. Arch your back, drop your belly down. Exhaling, round the middle of the back to the ceiling. Inhale to look up, arching. Exhaling to round and look down. Move with your breath. and then coming to a neutral spine. If you're sitting for this next one, you may need to stand up if you want to join in. We're going to be doing the dancing cat. So we're going to be balancing with one leg up and the opposite arm up. If you're standing, it's sort of like a mountain climber pose where you have one arm up and then you're just bringing your elbow and knee together, opposite to opposite. Let's try for 5. Inhaling to stretch long, exhale, elbow and knee together. Stay on the same side. 2 more. Last one. And for people on the floor, you can step your foot forward, walk your hands up on top of your knees, maybe push your hips forward, arch back. This is called the crescent moon, kind of like a croissant pose. You can even reach your arms up overhead and make yourself into the shape of a croissant or a crescent moon. Make your way back to hands and knees, back to regular standing. If you're doing the standing up, pick up the opposite leg, opposite arm. Let's try 5 on this side. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch long. Last one. Great. And then maybe taking that crescent lunge on the other side too, stepping the other foot forward. Try and keep the knee over the ankle. Hands on top of the knee, push your hips forward, lift up, maybe even your arms come up. And then making your way back to hands and knees. The last thing we're going to practice today is the downward facing dog and the upward facing dog poses, which you can do using a chair or a wall or the floor. On the wall, it's pretty much the same as on a chair. You put your hands on the back of your chair or somewhere on the wall, and then you're looking down in downward facing dog. You're inhaling to look up, push your hips forward for upward facing dog. So you can do the same with your hands on the back of a chair. Just make sure the chair is stable and it doesn't have any wheels on it. If you want to join me to do this on the mat, you're going to go from hands and knees to tuck your toes under and pick up your knees. This is your downward facing dog. As you inhale, you're going to bring your shoulders over the wrists through a plank pose. And then press your hips forward, but keep them up off the ground and look up. So exhale, downward facing dog, look down. Inhale through plank, look up, hips up off the ground, upward facing dog. Take a few more rounds, but this time let's switch up the breath. So let's inhale here. And as you come forward, I like to make a splashing sound, kind of like I'm on a water slide. And then take a few more rounds if you want to. We're gonna meet in child's pose. So if you've been working on the wall, you can just come to sit and hold your head with your hands, or you can come down to the ground. Use a pillow underneath your head or your body if you want to, make it more comfortable. Remember, your head needs to be resting, so you may need to stack your hands to support your head. Just noticing how you feel. Noticing maybe your heart is beating and you can feel it. Take a few deep breaths and imagine you could breathe into the back of your ribs, the back of your lungs, and the back of your heart. And
then make your way up to sit to finish up our mindfulness practice.
Bring your hands over the center of your chest, or maybe you slide them over to the left a little bit so you can feel your heart. You can close your eyes or find one focal point, one spot that's not moving. Keep your gaze steady there. Remember, you're sitting tall with a long spine. Noticing what's on your mind today. Sigh it away, blow it away. Try to let go of whatever might be on your mind right now. And we're going to turn our attention in towards the heart. What's in your heart today? Maybe it's a certain color. Maybe it's a certain person or people. Maybe it's you. And whatever's in your heart, breathe it into your whole body. And breathe out and send it into the world. And breathing in love. Breathing out love. Thank you so much for joining this mindful moment. I look forward to seeing you at the next one.